Get ready, Staten Island. It's time to celebrate 5 years of Ferry Hawks baseball.
This week, come out to the ballpark as the Ferry Hawks welcome in the Hagerstown Flying Boxcars at Staten Island University Hospital Community Park for a homestand on June 10th. For a 5-game series as the Ferry Hawks welcome in the Hagerstown Flying Boxcars. Individual game tickets start at just $12.
Visit ferryhawks.com now to lock in your seats.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Breaking news, sources revealing that John Bolton is planning to plead guilty to retaining classified information. That plea will likely keep him out of prison. This stems from a charge, 18 of them at the end of last year, of keeping a diary-like material of classified information. So it looks like that case is moving forward and all likelihood is now settled. All right, now.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, John Bolton pleading guilty. That has been, by the way, confirmed since that initial report hit early today. Welcome to the Thursday edition of Bo Snerdley's Rush Hour Fastest Hour in American media. We have in the audio roster John Bolton, actually from 2023, after the big Mar-a-Lago raid, where classified documents were found at Mar-a-Lago. The President of the United States, Donald Trump, as president before, could classify or unclassify anything he wanted. It was a bogus case brought by the Biden administration. But let's just revisit John Bolton back in 2023. That would be cut to Carlos. You can keep our music going. Here's Mr. Bolton back then.
You know, Republicans used to believe that not prosecuting criminals led to more crime. The answer here is take the politics out of the decision, and in this case, proceed with the prosecution and do the same for anybody else who does anything even remotely like it. Just read the indictment and ask yourself, if the government can prove what they allege here, shouldn't this man go to jail? The simple fact he had the documents for any reason or no reason should subject him to prosecution.
Yeah. Wonder what you think about that now, Johnny. Huh? Back then, Jamie Raskin, cut 3, ranting about John Bolton's, when this all came up with John Bolton. Here is and this is a typical view of Democrats back then, Maryland's Jamie Raskin.
You know, it's hard to know what to say about this other than there is no way that had Bolton not broken with Donald Trump, he would be facing these charges today. In other words, he's going to have a very strong claim of selective and vindictive prosecution because it's only being brought because he said that Donald Trump was, melting before Vladimir Putin, was constantly mixing government business with personal money-making business, and so on. I mean, he wrote a whole book saying if Trump were to be elected again, the second term would be far worse than the first term. And so there's no doubt that revenge is being exacted against him for those kinds of statements.
Well, you say
revenge. He's pleading guilty. So all this business that you've heard about this being weaponized, just throw it out, as many of you did at the time. California. Oh, you know what? Before the Countess of Conspiracy is sitting in the house with us today. She's not going to speak. She's been advising me of several things that are happening out there and that could happen. I didn't even ask the Countess of Conspiracy yet about the UFO stuff, which is there's a lot of, and our astronomer Gary Sengwan, he reached out to me, text. I have to reach back out to Gary. There's a lot going on with this UFO stuff, and so we need to catch up. And I've been talking about the COVID stuff. You know, all the COVID stuff that's coming out now, and no one's paying attention to it because of all the other stuff. And I will say this, everything that the kooks told us, everything that the people that were branded as conspiracy theorists and kooks told us about the vaccines. In past months, going back now over a year, the evidence keeps coming out over and over and over and over again that they were right. And there is no restitution being offered for people's families, people that were mandated to take these vaccines, who have left the earth in untimely deaths, especially young people. All the information. And this isn't information coming, it is information being released by the government. And no one's paying attention to it because we've got so much other stuff going on in the news. I just thought I'd throw that out there because it's true. In the meantime, it's like if you're watching these riots, the riots are back in New Jersey. They lifted the curfew, so the protesters are back doing what the protesters do in New Jersey. By the way, you know Donald Trump is going to the Knicks game. Yeah, he's going to the third game.
He can afford it.
The tickets for the nosebleed tickets at the far up where everything looks like ants. I thought it was it's $5,000 for the nosebleed tickets. A ticket. You have to sit. You have to pay $10,000 if you're taking a girl, and you get to sit up in the nosebleeds. And then after you get home, you won't get any because she's like, "You took me to the cheap seats. I couldn't even see anything."
I'm not taking a girl to a game.
What do you mean you're not taking a girl to a game?
If she ain't a basketball fan, I ain't spending that.
If she's not a basketball fan, you ain't spending that.
Yes.
Yes, what?
She has to be into the game. Like, I'm not taking anybody for, like, that amount of money to, like...
Spending 10 G's on a ticket, she better know the sixth man of the Knicks. I'm telling you that much. She better know that roster inside and out. Who's the assistant coach? Tell me now. You're not coming. Not coming.
You guys.
10 bands?
You guys. Wait a minute. You guys don't understand the rules of dating, bro. All of you, bro.
Broadway's down the street.
What do you mean Broadway's down the street? Philip, if you're trying to impress a woman, you wouldn't say to her, "I have tickets to go see the Knicks. It's playoffs. These tickets cost me 5 G's a piece. Would you care to come with me?"
Who is the woman? Who? Just any off the street? No. No.
Let's say she's the woman of your dreams. She's got everything that your heart desires, starting with her amazing intellect. Her amazing intellect.
Her intellect better be real amazing. Whoa, I really got to be fascinated by her intellect.
And then she's on top of the intellect. She's beautiful like you can't believe, like you've dreamed of, like fairy tale beauty, body of life. And she's sweet, no arguments, no drama, and she wants to go to the basketball game with you. You're not going to take her and spend 5 G's on her?
She's got to know where Carl Anthony Towns went to college. She's not getting in. I hate to break it to her. 10 G's? No. Not in this economy.
Now, by the way, Carlos and both TJ here. Sorry, folks, we're veering off into sports, something we rarely do. Yesterday, when I asked about it, because I didn't even know who they were playing, because your host is ignorant when it comes to sports things, and I don't feel badly about it. I'm focused on the other things. I asked them who they were playing. They're playing something called a spur. And so I said, well, but they were both like, well, this is the end of the line for the Knicks. They're not going to beat the Spurs. And apparently the Spurs were whipping their behinds last night, and the Knicks came back and did something. And you guys have anything to say about that?
Yeah, I mean, it was great. The best player of the Knicks, he went out in the first half, like he banged his knee, and then he rolled his ankle. And then, like the second coming, he came out of the locker room, and he took over on the fourth quarter. It was a real nice game to watch. Like the anticipation you could hear people around, like on the streets. People were on the streets too later on. It was getting a little bit out of hand. But yeah, like
people were on the streets.
Yes.
Aren't people on the
Yes, they
streets
were.
of New York all the time? Doing things to each other? What were they doing on the streets?
Okay. I don't know if it was real, but I saw a video of a woman outside Madison Square Garden where her hair was lit on fire.
What?
I said what I said. Her hair
Was
lit
she
on fire.
riding on the
and there was a
subway or
man
something?
behind her chasing her, trying to put it out with an extinguisher.
New York. The Big Apple.
Almonte's Key Food, proudly serving communities throughout Brooklyn, Queens, and Long Island for over 30 years. When you shop Key Food, you'll always find fresh products, great weekly specials, and exceptional personalized service. Visit at any of their Key Food stores at 8235 153rd Avenue, Lindenwood, New York, 935 Rosedale Road, Valley Stream, New York, and 6620 Avenue U, Brooklyn, New York.